welcome to It Came From the Pod, where me and my brother discuss everything horror. We give you the good, the bad, and the gory. And with me, as always, is your host from the coast, Derrick T. Jackson.
Hello and welcome, everybody.
And I am, of course, as always, Jules Jackson. And today we're going to be doing a different type of movie. It is a horror movie, kinda, but this movie's actually won some awards, Derrick.
I did not know that until just right now.
It was actually nominated for several awards, which is kind of different from some of the other movies that we do. You know,
For what? Like cinematography? Like what?
No, it actually got one for like it was nominated for a Saturn Award. It won the director won a Critics' Claim Award. Which is different from every movie that we've done on here, because none of the movies we've done on here have ever won any awards.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. You know, I'll be transparent with the fans here. I didn't do any trivia research on this one. We're just diving into it. So that's news to me that you're saying that.
So here's the thing. Today we are doing 1987 Stepfather, directed by The Stepfather. Oh, sorry. The Stepfather, directed by Joseph Rubin. Now, this movie was first marketed as a psychological thriller. However, because the marketing wasn't successful, or which they thought wasn't successful, they went ahead and marketed it as a slasher, because what makes movies in the 80s? What makes money in the 80s, Derrick?
A slasher?
Slasher films.
Yeah,
they make money. But this is not a slasher.
We could talk about it later. Yeah, when we get into it. I mean, this isn't a slasher. So the first thing I want to know, now we know what it is, but before we go into anything, I wanted to ask you one simple question, Derrick, and we haven't done this in a while, but if I said, hey, I got 2 tickets Tuesday, half off, for a movie called The Stepfather, and you don't know nothing about it, you see any trailer, you don't know anything about it. Just got off work. I'm like,
you just got off work, man? And you're like, we're going to go see The Stepfather, and I just said the title. What would you think we're seeing?
I would think it would star Steve Martin. It would star Steve Martin. And that's it. And the movie poster would just be him going like, ooh, like doing that with his hands up going, who knows what's going to happen? Something whimsical.
When I first seen the title card of this movie, when I watched it the first time, I was like, does this movie star Rob Schneider? Like, Rob Schneider is the Stepfather.
The Stepfather, yeah. It shows him looking up from, like, making dinner for kids or something. He's like, oh.
He's ruining the laundry and, like, burning dinners.
Fucking
and like,
Uncle Buck over here. Like,
dropping the kids late off at school. The Stepfather.
The Stepfather, yeah.
He's doing the best
So I would think, to answer your question in an honest fashion, Steve Martin.
Yeah. Well, this movie's not a comedy or anything like that. In fact, it was loosely based off the murders of a serial killer by the name of John List. Now, John List, horrible. This guy is very horrible. So he basically, in a nutshell, killed his entire family, disappeared. Then when he disappeared, he was married, had other different children, and actually was a priest.
And that's when he got arrested, when he was doing like a sermon.
Yeah.
And I was talking about this. I go, hey, did you know that this, because I'm making notes. I'm watching the movie and making notes. And I go, oh, this reminds me of an Unsolved Mysteries episode.
Right.
Real shit, like an Unsolved Mysteries episode that I saw. And I was like, oh, fuck. And it's crazy because the guy murders his family, turns the AC on, which was the creepiest aspect to me in that story. I was like, whoa. And then then just leaves and just starts a whole new life. And then gets arrested as a priest of all things.
18 years later. And so the creepiest aspect of this serial killer, John List, wasn't the fact that he murdered his whole family and like he turned the AC on, which is horrible, by the way. But the fact that as he killed the family, he actually went to go pick up one of his kids at school, take that kid to a soccer game, watch the soccer game, then take him home and then kill the kid. And I was like, that is some cold-blooded shit.
And you know, when his kid was fucking up during the soccer game, he was like, oh, boy.
I'm glad I'm murdering you today.
You're going to get it now. You're going to get it now. Defense! Defense! Come on! What are you doing? That's okay. That's okay, son. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just grinning at him all menacingly. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we know what we're doing and what we're doing today,
we're dealing with here.
Yeah, Derrick, why don't you set us up? Why don't you give us the opening scene?
So we open up with a pristine neighborhood. Just shows like a paper
a kid throwing newspapers at fucking houses.
Trees.
It looks like, you pointed out, you go, it looks like Haddonfield.
Yeah.
It does look like Haddonfield from Halloween.
Right.
So we go into that, and then we have Terry O'Quinn.
Terry O'Quinn, the beautiful, wonderful.
Shows
Terry,
him.
yeah.
It shows him. He looks distraught. He's in a bathroom.
Looks distraught.
He's in a bathroom.
He has blood on his face.
Distraught. He looks a little like he's still a little distraught.
Yeah.
Like he's under the gun. There's some pressure.
Yeah.
And it shows him he has blood all over his face. He's wearing glasses, and he looks like Bob Ross.
Oh, he does.
He looks like Bob Ross.
Yeah, he's got the beard.
And he strips down naked, and we get a cock shot in this movie, which you didn't know. I had to point it out to you, but I think you watched it on a different.
I watched it on a different platform. I watched it on YouTube.
Oh no, I want my cock shots. So I made sure I watched it.
I didn't get a cock shot.
So you get a Bob Ross cock shot. And then I was going, as we were, we're making our notes and doing our thing. And I go, hey, sometimes I like watching Bob Ross. Real shit as I go to sleep.
Yeah.
As I go to sleep, I like watching Bob. He's like, happy little trees. And I just go, man, he's a fucking genius. And I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I go, hey, you like Bob Ross? Expecting you to just go, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because most people do.
It's like saying, hey, you like the Eagles? You like Elton John?
Yeah.
Like,
You're like,
you like Bob Ross, right? And you go,
I'm all, you seen one painted tree, you kind of seen them all. He only paints 5 things.
What are he paints water,
mountains, trees, bushes.
And you were like, dude, he had like however long his career was.
He had a 30-year career painting landscapes. It's not like he was like, today we're going to print Princess Diana kissing children in Africa.
Because me and you, we get a little worked up. We get a little stressed out before we record because we're like, all right, I'm trying to create something out of thin air and just talk about this. We wrote all night.
Right.
And then they're like, hey, knocking on the door. Hey, Bob. He's like, what? They go, you're on set. You're doing 5, man. He's like, fuck, what am I going to do?
What am I going to do?
All right, I'll do a lake. Let's do a lake today.
He's like, oh, today I'm going to do a landscape.
You made me realize, like, not that impressive, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, so
still nice to fall asleep to, though.
Shocker.
Still very nice to fall asleep to.
And it's not like he's not great or helped a wonderful. Like,
great painter. Like,
no one's not saying that, but I'm like, he's like, today we're going to paint a landscape. Oh, shocker, Bob. Is that what we're doing today?
Yeah, he's not doing Princess Diana holding a kid or something.
This is another mountain.
And how bad can you fuck up on a tree or a bush if you're painting? Like,
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like if you're a tattoo artist or something, you have to be detailed when you're doing something. Like, I gotta make sure like the shade is just. You're just going like you're blotting paint on a fucking canvas to make a tree.
See, in the 70s, all you needed to learn is how to paint 7 things, and you have a career.
So you heard it here first, folks. Bob Ross overrated. Bob Ross overrated. You heard it here. All right. So Terry O'Quinn basically strips down, takes a shower, and then he shaves. He shaves off the beard, gets rid of these glasses he has, and puts in contacts, and then puts a suit on.
Right.
He puts on like a straight up, like I'm going to church or a wedding suit.
Exactly. And that's one of the things I was like, and before, we're skipping ahead already, but I just wanted to, like, after you do anything, you don't put a suit on. This guy just murdered a family, which we'll go into right now. But I don't even want to put a suit on to go to work, to go to church. This guy puts the tie.
Everything.
Puts the tie on. It's like a triple vest, sweater, wool suit.
What's it called? A Windsor knot? What do you call it?
What
is it called? A Windsor knot on the tie?
Like,
and then basically looks at himself in the mirror like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
And then we walk down the stairs with him, and as he passes the living room, we see, which is a good cold open, a slaughtered family. Just strewn about the furniture, like looks like heads were bashed in, very violent, lot of blood everywhere.
Furniture,
lot of blood everywhere. It is a good cold open.
Yeah.
I do like this open.
The phone's off the hook, it's going and he picks it up.
Yep. Like very violent looking scene, which I love. It like, oh.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't get another kill for like 45 minutes after this.
Yeah.
So it's good they do the good cold open because it like holds you over it's like taking a shot or something like that. That'll hold you over for a while, right? Because you're not getting shit
for like
45 minutes.
For 45 minutes. And that's the thing. He walks out and he whistles his song, Camptown Races, and he walks, no car, no nothing. He just walks that way and then picks up the newspaper before he goes, walks away. And that's our
car almost hits him. Kind of weird.
Yeah,
I noticed that.
Yeah.
I almost didn't want to say it, but now that we're talking about the scene, I want to do it. The car almost hits him. We're like, hey, watch it easy.
And that's your opening scene.
That's your opening scene.
Which brings us to our next scene. And we have the wonderful Stephanie, which is played by, I think, Jill
Sholin.
And she plays a 15-year-old girl, and she's riding her bike, and it says, we get these captions, 1 year later.
1 year.
1 year later. So I'm wondering, when I first saw this movie, I'm wondering, okay, 1 year later, is this a new family that he is going to move in on? But it's not. So the whole thing is he's already married.
Already married.
A year later, already married. And I had to pause the movie because I was like, this guy accomplished a new family, a new job, a new career, everything in 1 year.
Everything.
I have a book that's been sitting on my nightstand for 2.5 years. I'm on chapter 3. I can't. I'm like, this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to read, like I told you yesterday, I was like, I'm trying to read The Stand. So The Stand is sitting on my dresser, and I just look at it every day. I go, one of these days, I'm going to open you. And I do things, I'll open the book and just go to a random page and just read, and just go, and then I shut the book and I put it down, and I go, God, I got to get back into reading. That book has been on, like, it's been there for like over a year. I have to keep dusting it. I go, one of these days. I feel bad about it. I almost want to put it away because I keep feeling bad about myself.
2.5 years. Chapter 3. This guy's already got a family, a job, everything. Already married. And I'm like, I can't even get past chapter 3 in my book for 2.5 years. It made me feel bad about myself.
Definitely a go-getter.
Yeah, definitely
a go-getter.
Well, anyways, we get Stephanie. She's coming home to this wonderful, beautiful Seattle house. She goes into the backyard where her mom is raking leaves. Her and her mom have a very dynamic, beautiful relationship. The mom, after raking leaves, is throwing leaves at Stephanie.
It's a cute back and forth, which I admire.
It's a cute back and forth. They're having a good time. You know, they're like, so for me, raking leaves, like, I'm not going to be doing that with my kids. My kid's like, oh, can we jump in the leaves? I'm like, no, we're not jumping in any leaves. Bag this shit up. We have to get this stuff done. I don't want to be here no more. And you see the dynamic, the cute dynamic between mom and daughter throwing the leaves against each other, having a good time.
Which is good. And then we get, and as they're in their moment, they're like, they fall on the leaves together and look at each other.
Right.
Like, oh, God,
it's like a
isn't life great?
CW.
We love each
CW
other. It's all
movie.
next week on Lifetime, which this movie does feel like a Lifetime movie.
It feels like
just
a
really
Hallmark
does. I'll just say that right now. And then all of a sudden, car pulls up in the driveway. And it's Jerry. It's Terry O'Quinn. It's Terry O'Quinn, and he gets out of the car. And when she hears the car come up and the car door shut, she makes this look like, oh, brother.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely
the daughter. Stephanie's she's not happy about this.
She does a little sitcom thing. She's like, oh, great, Jerry, and then dumps leaves on her head.
Yeah, she turns the basket of leaves on her.
Next on the Stepfather, CBS.
That's how unhappy she is about this guy rolling up.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
And then we get to, so he comes in the backyard like, hey, what's up? Like, I'm the stepdad. And then he goes, I got you something. And she's like, what? He's talking to Stephanie.
Right.
And he goes, And it's a puppy. This cute little fucking puppy comes running up to the girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, he goes, the thing is, though, and he's charming.
He is.
He's very charming.
I like him.
Everything I would want in a stepdad.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Me and Derrick do have a stepdad. I'm going to let you know he never got us a puppy.
He never got us a puppy.
No offense, we love you, but he just never got us a puppy.
And he gets her, and he
never tried to buy her love.
Never tried to buy her love. And then, so, here's a puppy, and she's like, oh, my God. He goes, but it doesn't have a name yet. The only thing is, it doesn't have a name. and it needs a home.
Right.
A very charming thing to do.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, she's enamored. She loves the puppy.
She loves the puppy. She's not feeling Jerry for obvious reasons. Well, not obvious reasons, but Jerry's trying. That's the thing. Terry O'Quinn is trying. He is trying to make an emotional connection. He's trying to do all the right things.
And then she takes the dog in the house. She takes the puppy in the house
without saying thank you.
Mom
has to stop her and be like, "Hey, you gotta say thank you."
Mom stops her and goes, "Hey, say thank you."
Say thank you.
Reluctant thank you. I hate reluctant thank yous.
I hate reluctant thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
She must say it.
She might as well just went. And looked at her.
Fucking spit on the ground, and she's all, "Thank you."
For some reason, she's putting out a cigarette, and we didn't see her smoke. Smudging the butt, and then she goes in the house, and he goes, "Hey, you know,
Terry O'Quinn, yeah."
Oh no, hold on, we got carried away. That's fine. He goes, she loves the dog, and he goes,
"Oh, this part.
Here we go.
This part."
She's
right
like,
here.
"Okay, yeah." Before we did the reluctant thank you joke, she's sitting there holding the puppy and going, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, you like that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I do." And he's like, "That's my girl."
And
he strokes her bicep, her arm, her upper arm. Is
that's
it the bicep?
My girl. Yeah. And
he goes, that's
my girl.
That's my girl.
Oh.
And I was like, the last time I heard that was after I saw a porn star shoot cum on a woman. So I was like, oh, this is creepy.
I have a daughter. I've never ever said to her, "That's my girl." That is the creepiest thing you can say. Like, "That's my girl."
Like, I think the lamp we had on in my living room,
I don't know if the
flickered
80s
after he said
were
that.
a different time or whatever, but even today,
girl.
"That's my girl." You're like, oh.
And then now we're back to, she goes back in the house, reluctant thank you. And he looks at, what's it? Shelley. Shelley's Shelley Hack's the actor as Susan Main. So she plays Susan. She's Stephanie's mom.
Right.
Sorry, I'm just trying to say the name.
The mom.
And he
married to Terry O'Quinn right now.
Married to Terry O'Quinn. So Susan, he grabs her, he embraces her, and he goes, "Well, you know, hey, I think maybe did I go too far, you know, bringing the pup." So he actually gives a shit, like he's trying.
He's like, and he did say, he's like, "I'm not I don't want her to say like I'm trying to buy her love. I'm just trying to bring the family together, you know." And saying all the right things.
And she goes, no, you're perfect.
Oh.
I'm glad we had this pause, because that's how kind of long the pause was. And he looks at her and just goes,
and he just laughs.
And just laughs.
And just laughs. Here's the thing. After she said, "No, you're perfect," and then the pause happened, me and you started busting up laughing.
I was running around the living room.
Oh my God.
He goes,
crazy. So our next scene is Stephanie with her therapist, and we find out through exposition that her dad has been dead for a year. He died of cancer, and she's not happy with Terry O'Quinn at all in any way, shape, or form. And you know, you get it. She's a 15-year-old girl who lost her dad. You know,
late 80s stepdad.
80s, you get it. You know, and
she's not pumped.
It's understandable. However, it is being portrayed that she's constantly being in trouble. She's being suspended twice. She keeps getting into fights at school. And after this is being said, I've noticed that she's wearing like a sweater with like sheeps and cows on it, and I'm not buying the badass portrayal that she's this girl in trouble all the time. It's hard to imagine a girl who wears a sweater with sheeps and cows, like, you know, raising hell.
No, it's not. You said, after all this is said. No, I noticed it as soon as the fucking scene started, because that's all you see is that sweater with cows.
You do. And she's like,
and fucking sheep on it.
Yeah.
And she's walking around. And Terry O'Quinn, by the way, is waiting down in the parking lot for her.
Waiting down in the parking lot for her.
Okay. That's another check for Terry O'Quinn. I'm sorry. Or Jerry.
Jerry,
That's another check for him.
And that's the thing. And so once the therapy session is done and over, he's in the car with her. And he's trying to connect with her. And he's like, "Hey, you know, how was it? He remains calm. He's like, hey, I think we should be able to get along better. And, me and your mom want you to get along better at school. All this while she turns up the radio and, like, drowns him out and just kind of, like,
turns up
off.
the radio. Her response is just turning up the radio. And he's being like, you would wish people would communicate on the level he's doing. Like, hey, you know what? I feel upset about this.
Right.
And I think this.
Right. And he's not even like, it's most like, hey, shouldn't we get along better?
Yeah, we should get along better.
Shouldn't you do better at school? And that's it.
That's right. And he goes, we know me and your mother just want you to do better at school.
Normal things.
Is that okay?
Is that okay?
And then we cut to her in a fight.
In art
quote
class.
Unquote. They are in art class. So they're in art class, and it's just her and this other girl. Basically, we're watching the fight, and I'm going, okay, is someone going to grab something or throw a punch? No, it's just them aggressively hugging each other. That's all it is. They're just,
And then, out of all the things that should have been edited, we didn't get an edit. It's just them fighting. We don't know who started the fight, why the fight happened.
That's right. You don't really need this scene.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
And if you put it in to try to sell me that she's tough or something, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. She's like this troubled, The teacher, he wakes up from his nap and he breaks up and he's like, he's on this art class. What are you guys doing? This isn't easy A.
And he's like, hey, you're out of here.
Yeah.
And he's walking around, and as he's walking her out, she slaps him on the back and puts a green handprint on him because, again, they were in art class.
Yeah. So in our next scene, we have Terry Quinn, and he's actually showing a family a house that he's trying to sell. And this family has a little girl, and he's telling the little girl, oh, this house comes with a swing set.
No, he even goes, I heard it might have a swing set.
Yeah.
And he winks at her and points.
Doing the whole, salesman type thing. And this is where we start to see Terry Quinn showing his cracks just a little bit. Because in this scene, Terry is pushing the little girl on the swing set. And he's asking her questions, oh, what grade are you in? Oh, I'm in third grade. He's, I remember third grade. And he's like...
Yeah, meanwhile, the adults are just walking around the house and checking it out. And then he's in the backyard for some reason pushing their little girl on a swing, which is weird.
Creepy already in itself, because you would think as a salesman, you're going to be with the family who's going to purchase this, want to be there to answer questions.
And I guess that's how he's trying to find his in. I'll work my way through the little girl.
And
he's
he
pushing her on the swing. And he goes, trying to find anything to relate to her. And he goes, what grade are you in? She's all third grade. And he goes, third grade?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gets excited.
Yeah, he's enamored by the fact that she's in third grade. I'm like, okay, cool. So you know your shapes and your colors? Cool.
So he's trying to relate to the little girl, saying that he has a daughter and she goes to Oak Ridge High and she's part of the student council and she gets straight A's and her name is Stephanie. And then basically after pushing, he's like, yeah, my daughter, and I think he does say Jill or some different name. He gets the families confused with the one that he murdered with the one that he's with now. And the little girl pays enough attention in third grade. She's paying enough attention to be like, didn't you say your daughter's name was Stephanie, motherfucker? And now you're telling me it's Jill?
And he was like, whatever. Just kept pushing her. He kind of pushed her on the swing more aggressively. So
that's right.
So that's the scene here. It's just this real estate agent, serial killer, is pushing this little girl on her swing, trying to sell her mom and dad a house.
And which is crazy because if it's kids nowadays, they'd be on their phone and they wouldn't even be paying any attention.
Like, if you went to a little kid today and go, hey, I heard they had a swing set, they'd be like, that sounds lame.
Yeah, she's like, how's the Wi-Fi?
Is there
a Wi-Fi
optics? Booster thing that I could fucking look at TikTok? I don't give a fuck about a swing set, which is sad, honestly.
Yeah. But it's like, Jill, Stephanie, they're not paying any attention. A kid nowadays, but this little girl was able to pay attention and kind of see through the cracks a little bit with Terry Quinn, and you see that he's starting to get things a little bit confused.
Right. And then so now we cut to we find out that Stephanie, the daughter, she gets expelled. They're at home and they're eating dinner, and she's like, yeah, I got expelled.
Right.
And Terry O'Quinn is very like I don't know, mature about it.
Well, before we get into that, so she's talking to her best friend, right? She's like, "Oh, I got expelled. What is your stepfather gonna do?"
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Blah blah blah. And you're like, okay, like you got expelled. You know, you've been fighting this whole time. You're doing bad things in school.
Because she's trying to pitch this whole thing, the whole movie. Oh, Terry.
That is Terry's fault.
That Jerry. We can call him Terry or Jerry. I like we can call him Terry or Jerry. It's fun. My stepdad, he's just such a dick. She's like, dude. She's like, you got. And so she's complaining to her friend about her life, like what the circumstances in her life. She goes, dude, you got expelled from school.
You got expelled for fighting. For fighting.
Yeah, for fighting. And what do you need to look at yourself. You need to start pointing the thumb and not the finger.
Yeah, like it's you. It's you, fool.
Oh, stepdad. No.
And she's on the phone with her friend, and she's talking about it. And this is one of my favorite things, because she's like, she compares them. She's like, he just wants us to be like clean and cut and a family and like good, less cavities. And
she even said less cavities.
Yeah, she even said that. She's like,
oh, what's he doing, dude?
Ward Cleaver. That's what she compared him to. She didn't compare him to Manson. She didn't compare him to Ed Gein.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, nothing. Nothing like that.
Charlie Sheen, even.
Oh, no. Not good oral hygiene.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't want us to have cavities and stuff.
Yeah. He's trying to be a family guy, and I'm like, what a bitch.
Yeah, so for the listeners, if you haven't watched this movie yet, when you watch it, you're going to see what we're talking about. She's constantly trying to paint this picture of this person. It's just, I'm like,
if you haven't seen the first 5 minutes of the movie, you would not be on her side.
Beautiful point.
You would not be on her side.
If you didn't see the when the camera pans and shows that murdered family in the living room,
if you didn't know,
you'd be like, "Whoa, what is Lifetime trying to teach me here in this movie?"
Exactly.
The whole time, like,
if you didn't know
he was a serial
going
killer.
in the movie that he was a serial killer, you'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this?"
You would be like, "Oh, this guy's trying really hard." To impress his family.
Yeah.
He doesn't want us to have any cavities. So you'd rather have a dad that wants you to have cavities? What is that even like? He's just handing you sugar
I want to
sticks?
know,
Like,
what's wrong with good oral hygiene, Derek? What's wrong with that? Oh, no, not good oral hygiene.
At least she has an honest friend that's keeping her in check.
Yeah, because the friend's like,
hey, dude, you
crazy.
keep getting suspended from school.
Like, yeah. The voice of reason. She is the voice of she is the audience.
We don't even live in the hood or anything. Like, we're in a nice.
Yeah, she's like, you're in Seattle, Washington. You live in a 3-story house. Get the fuck out of here.
So then now she's sitting on the bed with her mom, and her mom's like, here's her mom. The first time we get her mom pleading her case. We're like, hey, listen.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So Stephanie got expelled, and she wants to go to boarding school, and of course the mom and the stepfather don't want her to go to boarding school, and now we got the mother pleading the case.
And he's going, hey, listen, I know this is tough, and I miss your dad.
Right.
I miss him a lot.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
But this guy has been putting the lumber down, dude. Can you please let me fucking have this, you little selfish asshole? Please. Your dad's cool and everything.
He was great.
But I want you to think about how this guy's better at sex than your dad is. If you can think about that. Yeah. So she's pleading her case going, hey,
in so many
I'm
words.
Happy. Like he's doing, and then she goes, I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And I was like, no, you're not.
You're not trying.
You turned the radio on after he picked you up after your therapy session. After he asked you a question, you turned the radio on. That's trying.
Yeah, and the mom being so like transparent in this and going like, look, he knocked the dust off my pussy, and like this is. I can't stop smiling.
She's like,
have you ever been happy to do dishes? Yeah. I'm happy to do the dishes right now.
Again, just this dude's
Can you just give me this?
Lumber, dude.
Just give me this.
and then as she's talking to her daughter, it shows Jerry in the basement.
Right.
And what is he doing?
What is Jerry?
What's he doing? Dude? Sharpening a knife. I bet. I'd imagine.
Was he crossing out the eyes of pictures in the magazine?
Painting a swastika on something, I think. No. He's making a fucking birdhouse. He's making a fucking birdhouse. As she's talking shit, I don't know.
So let me get this straight. He's not drinking.
No.
He's not doing drugs. He's not gambling away.
Gambling. And I've experienced all that with through Eric. Her dad gambled a lot. Like, so I've heard of all that kind of stuff. Like,
our dad gambled a lot.
Oh shit! There you go.
How many times did he get kicked out of Vegas? How do you get kicked out of Vegas? Our dad got kicked out of Vegas. Yeah. So we understand. And this guy's making birdhouses.
Oh
man.
It shows him, and that's a fucking, honestly, like a healthy way to release your anger.
Right.
What he's doing. Like, that's
I'm
what you're
channeling
supposed to do. You're
all
supposed
my
to, like,
stress.
work out or do something like that. And he's like,
you're supposed to do something positive and productive. And he's making birdhouses. And like, I don't get this.
Yep.
To me, and I think it's because we lived our lives, but...
That's the thing. She has no exposure to real shit. That's the thing. She has no exposure to that.
Get a real life.
So,
real
next thing you
parents.
know, he opens the door. He walks upstairs as they're talking.
Right.
He kind of cuts in on their conversation.
He does.
A little bit.
He cuts on the conversation.
And he goes, "Hey, listen, don't worry about that expulsion that you are a product of because you're a shitty student. No, don't worry about it." He goes, We'll revisit this tomorrow. Like, let's.
Things will look clearer in the morning.
Things will look better in the morning.
Things will look clearer in the morning. I have never had an authority figure tell me, "Hey, things are going to look clear in the morning."
His reactions are a therapist's like wet dream. Like, oh, he said we'll figure it out in the morning.
That would automatically calm me down.
That sounds very healthy.
That sounds like,
he was building a birdhouse.
Hey, you know what? Get some sleep. Sleep on it. Things are going to look. We're not going to make any decisions right now. Things will look clear in the morning. You know, he's not making any demands. He's not setting any boundaries. He's just like, oh, hey, everyone, just chill. We'll go to sleep. Things will look clear in the morning.
Things will look clear in the morning. God, even keeled.
Even keeled.
Even keeled. And then we get to...
Because I know if I was ever expelled from school... Hell,
man.
Come on. Even Mom, when she told me, she's like, if you ever get busted and the cops get you because you're a fucking piece of shit, don't call me.
I've had the principal call Mom when she was working at Craig and Auto Parts. And I heard the conversation. It was on speakerphone. And he's like, "Yeah, your son's not good." And she was like, "You bothered me for this shit?
You bothered me?"
Because they found that's when they brought the drug dogs to the schools. And they found a weed pipe on my thing.
Weed pipe?
I had a Beastie Boys patch on my backpack. That was cool. And I had a weed pipe in there. And then he goes, "Yeah, I found it." And he was like, "Got him dead to rights." He was so excited about the phone call. And then Mom just goes, "Well, did you call me for this shit?"
You called me?
Like, literally, I heard her say, "Is this what you're calling me about?" His name was Mr. Navala, and he was a white guy. He wasn't a Mexican white guy named Mr. Navala. And I remember him looking over at me just going, like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no wonder you got a weed pipe in your back.
Yeah, well, this is real life.
Yeah, this is
real life happens in real life situations.
Oh, God. And then, so we get to, and then now it shows Terry O'Quinn shirtless, attractive, in bed, watching Mr. Ed.
Yes.
Which I watched on Nick at Night.
Yeah, Mr. Ed. And he's just laughing. He's having a good time.
God.
His wife is getting ready. She's like preparing herself for bed.
She has a little negligee, they call it?
Yeah, a little negligee. Yeah. She's coming into bed, and she's like, "Oh, my God, I bet you were a cute kid."
Yeah, because she sits down, or she, like, does that crawl,
sex crawl
next to him, and he goes, "Oh, I used to watch this show all the time when I was a kid." She's like, "I bet you're a cute."
Yeah, I bet you're a cute kid.
And I was like, "Oh,
damn,
shit, that's hot."
Yeah,
God damn, that's hot.
And he doesn't. It's not awkward because she's like, "I never knew about your past. You don't talk about your past." And this motherfucker is this guy is the Rizzler. Because he's like, past doesn't matter.
The Rizzler?
That's Riz.
So
kids,
okay.
the kids,
the Riz. Okay.
Kids talk about.
Did you mean to say the Riddler?
No, the Rizzler.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Kids down is like the Rizzler. Like you know how to put
Rizzler.
it. You know how to put
like
down that. Yeah, the Rizzler. And he's putting it down, and he's like, "Hey, look, the past doesn't matter. It's just a dream. What matters now is just me and you here right now at this moment."
As he's making out there, yeah.
And I was like, God damn, dude.
I was smitten.
I feel like the only person in the world right now.
I started touching my groin. Or what's the pelvis area? I started touching my dick.
I was rubbing my earlobes. I was like, oh, really? I'm the only person right here right now with you?
So we get like Showtime porn kind of?
Yeah.
Not even really.
No, it's like a softcore porn, and
the daughter has to put the headphones on.
Yeah.
So the typical scene you've seen in a million fucking movies where the parents
no nudity.
No nudity, just shows her. And the thing is, though, when he's fucking her, like, he's staring.
Dead space.
Yeah, he's looking at the wall. She can't see because she's riding him, and she doesn't see his face, but he's, like, staring at the wall.
Yeah, he's just staring at the wall, like.
I'm like, this guy knows how to get into character and hold it, right? Like, very impressive.
I was impressed. Because there's, look, here's the thing. I'm 45 years old right now, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Like, my wife has to do the dishes in order, you know what I mean? Like, hey, did you sweep up that fucking pile of mess in the fucking living room?
It becomes more of like a mental thing.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's
like,
more a mental thing.
For me
lately? You know, can you tell me how great I am? Like, can you tell me how, you know, I'm a person of that matters and has value? You know, that's what it takes now for me.
Because I just replaced my wife's cabin air filter.
Yeah.
$20 took 5 minutes. However, I want a lot of attention for it.
Yeah. And you deserve it.
And I need it.
You deserve it.
And I need
it. You
it.
deserve it. You deserve it.
Terry O'Quinn, he doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't want any fucking attaboys, none of that shit.
No, he's like, I'm still going to tell you how important you are and how you matter, and this is it. And, like, still does the poetry talk.
Take you to Pipe Down City.
Yeah.
Sorry your daughter has to wear headphones as I rail you.
Yeah, this is it.
And so as the audience, you go, oh, like, I could see, like, why the stepmom, or not the stepmom, the mom is just like, yes, come on, this is what I need in my life. Please, for the love of
and that
God.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. She's like, my husband died of cancer, wasn't really piping me down right. You know what I mean?
I like how we just assume.
When your white blood cell,
how we just assume
when your white blood cell count is that low, you know, what are you really doing?
I like how when you said that joke last night, Eric goes, hey, they can still put it down. Like, she defended him.
And I'm like, no.
Probably not. If I'm dying from cancer, dude,
yeah.
Don't expect, like, a good sexual performance from
me.
If I'm dying from cancer.
Anything. Don't expect anything from me. I'm going to sleep.
Don't even expect a good human being. I'm
like,
fuck this.
How am I going to talk to you in any way, shape, or form? I'm dying of cancer. It's all about me. Okay?
I just like how we assume her first husband wasn't good enough.
I know, right?
I like that we just cast that upon him. Like, yep.
Oh, my God. Now we get introduced to subplot B, which is the most waste of space, waste of time, and we get introduced to the character of the murdered family's brother. Okay, so he's the brother, and he
of the murdered family
in the beginning. Yeah, exactly.
Just so the audience knows, like that's what this character.
Yeah, and you know what happens is he has this fucking jalopy of a car. He ended up getting a journalist into the car with him, and they're going to the house where his sister was murdered. First and foremost, after seeing that car and everything, how did he get the journal? Like, I have so many questions about
how
this
he
guy.
got the journalist into the vehicle.
Because if someone came by and was like, "Hey, come with me in this car to go to some murder house," I'd be like, "No, dude, fucking no." Are you kidding me? Look at your car. It was rusted. It was all fucking...
I'm not that desperate for a story.
Yeah,
We're in the late 80s, dude.
Yeah.
I got plenty of shit I can fucking write about.
Exactly. And we find out that it's the brother of the murdered family, right? His sister was murdered. His nieces and nephews were murdered. However, what we find out is he didn't get the article or the newspaper clipping of his sister being dead until 9 months later because he was backpacking.
He was backpacking.
He was backpacking.
He was backpacking.
What does that mean, backpacking in Europe?
That means you don't have a job. That's what that means. When someone's like, "Oh, I go backpacking," I go, "Oh, you don't work.
You have no responsibilities. You don't pay taxes."
And and for the record, I have a buddy that actually did that. He did the Pacific Coast Trail or whatever the fuck they call it. Sorry.
But he still has an address.
But no, and he got his job back.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, I just want to do this," and he did it. And luckily, he got his job back.
Right.
But this guy didn't strike me like that guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
no responsibility.
I come back home after being irresponsible and not waking up and going to work every day.
So this means he didn't know about the murder of his sister or his nieces and nephews.
So he didn't get the
until
newspaper.
9 months because he doesn't have an address that he can go to. This guy, this subplot B, when we're introduced to this guy, it's a waste of time for me. It's a waste of time for me.
It is, and he's sitting there in front of his car, and the journalist is getting out of his car, whatever, dude, and like pulling out his Winstons, right? This journalist always has like a pack of soft
journalists
pack.
love the soft pack.
There's nothing more late 80s than a soft
pack of cigarettes.
I loved it. And he's just sitting there going, "Hey, man." And then once he hears him go, he looks at him like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Oh, hell no. I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
Fuck this, dude."
He's all, "Hey, my sister was murdered. Her family was murdered. I want to solve this murder." And now, to me, I'm thinking, what are you going to do after this murder? You going to take a shower? You going to get a job? You going to be a productive member of society after this? Like, because right now, I know for a fact that you're sleeping in your car and you're taking a bath in a gas station sink with hand soap.
And what's annoying to me is you want answers.
You do.
I hate when unemployed people want answers about stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm upset about this. I was like, "Yeah, motherfucker? Well, I'm sorry I don't have an answer for you. It's because I woke up at 6 this morning and had to go to fucking work. So I wasn't able to produce an answer for you. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey," and he's grilling this journalist like, "Hey, I want answers about this."
No,
like, all of a sudden, it's this guy's fucking
not answers.
problem? Is this his problem to figure it out?
No, not answers. He wants him to rerun the story.
That's right.
With the picture. And what does he say? "Oh, you'll be a hero, journalist. You'll be a hero." Like,
and the journalist does buy it, though. He does buy it. He goes, "Oh, yeah," and then puts another Winston in his mouth.
But the journalist is even like, "Well, I'll do what I can. And then I'll do what I can, and we'll move forward." And then the brother was like, "Hey, you want to go into the house?" And he's
all, "Fuck no. I don't want to go in there."
Because you know why? I was here when it happened.
While you were backpacking, and sniffing
in Europe.
pine cones.
Yeah.
Fucking
doing odd jobs on a farm somewhere. I was actually here when your sister was murdered, so and I don't want to do this. I don't want to look at the house.
We do have to mention the house does look. It's the Nightmare on Elm Street house.
Oh,
it is.
All the houses in this story are Nightmare on Elm Street houses.
And also Tara Quinn wears like a fucking sweater.
With the red and green,
sweater.
The sweater.
There's nods. There's nods in this movie, which I appreciate. That's what I love about our genre. I love that about
there's
horror.
always nods.
There's always nods to other movies.
But yeah, and you get the subplot B, and it's almost disappointing and kind of like, what the fuck?
And you're already like, I'm already watching a Lifetime movie at this point. And now I got to deal with this?
Exactly,
Okay.
Yeah.
I want answers.
Yeah. I'm unemployed, but I want people that employ. Yeah.
And what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. So in our next scene, we have Terry O'Quinn, Jerry Blake throwing a party. And basically, because he sells houses and he's a real estate agent, he's having a party for some of his clients who actually have become friends over the years. And he makes a very brief speech about how he's very excited. Like, he sells a piece of the American dream.
He's grateful for his circumstances.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I am so happy to be here. I'm glad I'm selling this to you, but we became friends over the long run. All this stuff in this party, and everyone just loves Terry O'Quinn because he's a very charming, wonderful...
He has so much candor that he goes, "Oh, don't go selling your houses."
Yeah,
even though that's my job.
Even though it's my job.
Even though that's my job. That's how much candor and charm he has.
Because I want you to be
Because I want you to be my neighbors.
I want you to be my... And he's like, hey, can I get a picture of me and my family up here?
She reluctantly goes and takes the picture.
Stephanie reluctantly, and he's like, oh, this is it. This is great.
And it's actually one of the most real moments of the movie to me, where he's like trying to finish what he's trying to say and just goes, whatever. You guys get
whatever. You get what I'm trying to say.
It's like so much charm.
Exactly.
Like seems like just
he's not there to like overspeak or like, the spotlight's just on me. He's like, oh, thank you for being here. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself.
Have a good time. Yep.
And I was like, oh man, this is great. This is a wonderful. And then he goes to sit down, and some of his friends and clients and neighbors are talking about this upped newspaper article about the family that he murdered, Terry Quinn murdered. And they're kind of like, why are you bringing up this again? To sell newspapers?
So he goes walking to this table, and his buddies, whatever, are sitting there going, oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this thing in the paper.
They'll do whatever to sell papers. Mind you, there was no justice served. Yeah. There was no closure for the family. It's just like, we're trying to solve this murder.
And his friends that live in this perfect suburbia world just go, well, why are they raking this up again, this story? And I was like, I paused it. I think I paused it.
Yeah, you did.
We do a lot of pausing when we're writing for this shit. And I was like, he goes, why are they raking this up again? I was like, because...
Yeah. Families didn't get justice.
Murdered.
Yeah. No one was caught.
So, with this again.
God forbid we get closure and justice.
Yeah,
God forbid that happens. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
And so then Terry O'Quinn reads it.
Yep. And he's like, oh, this is bad. This is whatever.
He's like,
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, he goes, I couldn't imagine that.
Couldn't imagine that.
Their family like that.
Oh. And even one of it, but
meanwhile, Stephanie is, that's a very important point. Stephanie is overlooking this whole conversation.
She is.
She's overlooking, like, she's like doing something, like she's pretending to blow up balloons or some shit, but she's like looking over like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he just goes, yeah. And they go, yeah, why would someone do that? He goes, I don't know. This buddy goes, why would somebody do that? Well, maybe, what did he say?
He said, oh, my favorite part. Maybe they disappointed him.
Maybe they disappointed him.
They disappointed him. And so okay.
And then he makes a paper hat of the fucking article and puts it on a kid and like does like a pirate impersonation and sends the kid off.
Here am I. I'm a guest at your party. I'm basically a client. I bought a house from you. And I say, hey, what would possess a person to do these horrible, horrific things? And you're like, maybe they disappointed him. I'm going to stop.
All right, well, it's better if I already bought a house from you.
What kind of disappointment makes you kill the entire family? All of them.
In a violent fashion.
Holy shit. Really?
And so Stephanie sees this, and this is the first part of the movie. Because, again, if you've never seen the opening scene, you would be like, oh, this guy's good. But you go, uh-oh. Okay. Now I can kind of side with Stephanie a little bit. Like, oh, wow. That's unsettling to see your stepfather say.
It's a red flag, definitely.
It's definitely a red flag.
It's definitely a red flag. You're definitely like, oh, why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Why would you say, oh, maybe they disappointed
him?
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
Someone needs to go make another birdhouse.
Yeah. So after the party, Stephanie reads the article about the murder that happened in the past a year ago, right? And she decides, and she automatically thinks...
Because she finds the paper that he made the little hat
and she
out of,
automatically
and she
thinks that it's Terry O'Quinn with no kind of evidence or anything else. But
even her friend to bring her back into it, she goes, "Oh, so it's just him?
Yeah, it's just him. It's like
because
that's
you don't
thing.
like him.
Yeah, because you don't like him.
That's your evidence.
That's your evidence." And she writes to the Seattle Examiner saying, "Hey, can you send me a picture of the actual murderer that did this a year ago? I'm doing a report on serial killers."
For social studies class.
For social studies. And Seattle Examiner, which is the newspaper, does send the picture. However, Terry Quinn intercepts that picture. And he gets to that picture. And he's like, what the fuck?
I used to look like Bob Ross.
Yeah.
That's what
he opens up.
Fuck, I look like Bob Ross.
He sees that it's from for Stephanie and it's pictures of him inside that envelope. However, Stephanie comes up behind him and she's like, "Hey, was there anything for me in the mail?" He says, "Of course there was, but I don't think you should be reading this kind of stuff."
And then she looks at him like,
"What do you mean?" Oh. And he's like, "Just joking. Here's your Cosmopolitan."
Hands her a Cosmopolitan.
Yeah, here's your Cosmopolitan. And it's like...
magazine.
Plays
Cosmopolitan
it off,
magazine.
Plays it off cool.
Yep.
Plays it off amazing, actually.
And then we cut to the brother...
Oh,
he's sleeping.
So he's
in his car.
Yeah,
at the police station
because he wants to talk to the police officers. Right?
He's sleeping in his car at the police station, and then the police officer comes out like, "Hey," he goes, "Yeah, I knew if I parked in your spot,
yeah, I'd be able to talk to you.
I'd be able to talk to you." That's your method. Like, God, you suck. You can tell this guy just wants everybody to react to him instantly right away.
Right. I need results right now, even though I'm not doing anything to contribute to society.
He goes, "Hey, while I was backpacking, this thing happened. And now I want everybody to fucking give me answers."
Well, and here's the thing.
Very fast and quick.
And the police officer's really cool. He's like, "Hey, you know what?"
He is. He looks grizzled.
Yeah.
He looks like a grizzled, like, "Dude, I've done this a million fucking times." Like,
he's like, "Look, we got a criminal psychologist, and this guy must have done it.
Right.
He must have done it before. He's thinking that he has a pattern."
He goes, "But this
we
guy's
have nothing."
smart." He says, "This guy's smart."
We have nothing.
We have nothing. He's
we have
leaving
nothing.
no evidence behind, which is what you need.
Yeah, you need to
solve like cases and shit. You need like hard fucking evidence of like showing like, oh, and he goes, "Oh, we got nothing like that.
We don't know where he is. We don't know where he's at. His fingerprints came back.
This guy's smart. He says it. This guy's smart.
This guy is smart.
Which we're thinking too the whole time. He's the only character I give a fuck about in this movie, by the way. Because everybody else is stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Yeah, this guy's smart." And he goes, "Oh, well, what do you suggest I do?"
Yeah, the brother's like, "What do you suggest? What would you do if you were me?" And the cop gives the worst advice ever.
Worst advice.
He's like, "I get a gun and blow the guy away." First of all, no cop is ever going to do that. No cop is ever going to say, take a vigilante stance. No cop is ever going to say, "Hey, endanger yourself and people around you."
So pretend I'm a cop right now. Look at me.
Yeah, okay, I'm looking at you.
I would take matters into my own hands.
Oh, really?
And purchase a firearm.
Got it.
And just start shooting whoever you think is the bad guy.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's the advice.
That's the advice.
That's pretty much
the cop gives.
And then we cut to bang, bang, bang. It shows broke George Michael.
Yeah.
Bum.
Timu George Michael.
Yeah. It's not even worth looking his fucking name up and whoever he was in the movie. It shows him just shooting at a firing range.
Yeah.
At a range. And just boom, boom, boom. So like, oh shit. Like, okay. We're going to get some shit later. Like, this guy's going to fucking open, like, he's going to handle business. He's the hero.
Yeah.
He sleeps in his car.
This guy lives off of fucking coffee, biscuits and gravy, and washing his armpits with hand soap.
I haven't seen
an AM/PM truck stop
of soap touch his body since this movie started.
Yeah.
He's literally wearing the same thing.
First of all, if I was that
the
cop,
whole movie,
I'd be like, "Hey, you know what I do? I'd sleep in a bed." First of all, Sleep in a bed. Get some real rest. Don't sleep in your car.
A room.
Go to a room.
Walls.
Yeah. Take a shower. We'll figure out tomorrow.
Watch some late night television.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah.
Change your clothes.
Yeah.
Because this guy...
Get some Denny's or something.
Yeah, get some Denny's.
Moon's over Miami.
What would you do? I would rest, not in my car.
Yeah. He tells him between me and you. He goes, between me and you?
Yeah.
I would shoot this.
And I would never say that to somebody who was sleeping in the car. I would never be like, hey, endanger yourself and the lives of others.
It'd be one thing if he said it to like an employed person.
Yeah, like nothing.
That was responsible.
Right. You found this guy sleeping in the car in your parking lot.
I would purchase a firearm.
I would purchase
and shoot people.
Yeah. No cop in their right mind would be like, oh yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you've been bathing with hand soap. You can handle this. Let me go ahead and tell you to get a gun and get justice.
So that's something we both agreed on. Bad advice.
Bad advice.
From that cop.
These cops are horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So talking about taking matters into your own hands, we now get a shot of the therapist. He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna meet with this guy."
Right. Because he tried to call earlier to get an appointment with him.
I'm going to meet with Terry O'Connell.
Yeah, I'm going to meet with him. And
Quinn. Sorry, Terry O'Quinn. I'm going to meet with Terry O'Quinn. And so he basically calls, and he picks up his phone like a good real estate agent does. And he just goes, hey, what's up? He's like, yeah, I'm interested in buying this house. And then he goes, okay, cool. See you on this day. Boom. Appointment set.
Appointment set. Under the false pretenses that he's going to buy this house.
He wants to buy the house.
He wants to buy the house.
So he wants to walk through. He's pretending he's under the guise of like, I want to buy this house.
Just to get to know this guy or to figure it out.
And I think, doesn't he tell Stephanie that he's going to do this?
He says he wants to talk to him. He's like, I'll talk to him. I'll be on your side, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right. Yeah, a therapist is supposed to remain neutral.
Right.
And he's like, oh, I'm on your side. And then
he's engaging with all the wrong reasons. Like, he doesn't have enough.
There's not enough evidence or information.
No one cares about evidence in this movie.
No one does.
Like, people's boundaries are like,
yeah. He's like, I'm going to waste this guy's time because I'm not going to buy this house, but under the guise of that, I'm going to buy a house.
Which I hate, by the way. That happens to me all the time in my job.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Wasting people's time.
For all you beautiful listeners that don't know, I'm a termite inspector. And I go inspect a bunch of fucking buildings all the time and houses and all this shit. And there's times where, like, I know it's just a waste of time. I go, yep, you're just wasting my fucking time.
Wasting my time.
This movie, it talked to me.
Well, Terry O'Quinn doesn't know any better. And he goes ahead and he makes the appointment. So Terry O'Quinn, the stepfather, it takes matters into his own hands, goes back to the school of Oak Ridge High and gets his daughter back, or stepdaughter back, re-enrolled in high school.
Yeah. Has a sit down with the principal.
The principal's like, look, this is lost cause. And he's like, look, oh my God.
And he's a stepdad.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I have a thing for lost causes. That's my thing. Gets her back enrolled into school.
Which we were blown away.
I was blown away.
I was like, this is a fucking step parent.
Yeah. Because, however, if I got expelled from school, I know mom and dad would be like, motherfucker, I swear to God, if you don't get back into school, I'm going to fuck you up. This is going to be the worst life you ever had in your life. I'm going to make sure it's miserable for you.
Not Terry O'Quinn.
No.
He gets you back in there.
And she gets back re-enrolled in school.
And then now we're at the meeting with the therapist.
Oh, right.
The false appointment he sets up. He does not want to buy a house. He just wants to meet Terry O'Quinn so he can gauge him and then report back to a 16-year-old.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, person's not an adult.
Holy shit.
I gathered.
This is where I'm like, start going like, what?
This guy sucks. This therapist.
So first and foremost, he calls the house, first of all. He's like, hey, I want to have a conversation. Terry Quinn's like, I'm not here. I'm never here. go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And for a therapist, I'm like, yeah, I get it. You're not my client. Whatever. I'm doing your daughter. Like, I'm not doing your daughter, but I'm taking care of your stepdaughter. So I get it. Let bygones be bygones. But this guy is going over and above to the point where he's making this false, like, I'm going to go buy a house and blah, blah, blah. So just so I can ask you questions.
And I like the wife because he's down in the basement. What is he doing? Making a birdhouse. Making a birdhouse, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the wife yells down. She goes, "Oh, hey, this guy wants to talk to you." He goes, "Yeah, tell him I'm not here.
I'm not here."
And if he calls back, you tell him I'm not here again.
Boom.
I love that.
I have blood work.
Why do I like that? Why did we like that?
Because here's the thing. I have blood work that still needs to be done from a year ago. Derrick. And you've done everything. You don't have to fast. You don't have to do anything. Just go in, get your blood work done.
And she goes, what if he calls back? He goes, then you tell him I'm not here again.
And I still haven't done my blood work, Derrick. I still haven't. They're like, hey, don't worry about it.
And if you don't want another good pipe down session, then we can call it. You want this dick again or no? You tell him I'm not available.
I'm not available.
Got it?
You tell, and she does.
And she goes, yep. She goes, sorry, he's not available.
Yep.
Then we cut to the therapist shows up at the house.
He does.
Shows up at this house. And what does he show up as? He shows up late.
And this is where
this is where I start pausing it and yelling at you and going, this is her hero. This is Stephanie's hero. This is her hero. This fucking guy is better than Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm. He shows up fucking late. He's like, oh, sorry, I'm late. This is your hero. He's late. He can't even show up to a false meeting of all things.
On time.
I just thought he shows up late to a false meeting.
And Terry O'Quinn's completely professional. It's like, hey, look at these. We got hardwood floors. I love the
he's like,
ingrained in here.
It's all good, dog. Like,
don't worry about it. Look at this.
Good.
Yeah, this is the kitchen.
Real estate, you got to be flexible.
Right,
This isn't a traditional kind
exactly.
of job, And then he brings him in the house. He goes, hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors. Yeah.
This is a beautiful room for children.
For children,
you can make a playroom in here. So he's basically walking him around the house, doing what a real estate agent would do. Like, this is what we have. And the guy's like, the therapist. What does he say? When he goes, because he brings him in this room, he goes, it's a beautiful room for children to have. And he goes, oh, yeah, I don't have any.
Yeah.
And he says something to the effect like that you're dumb if you do have kids in a family or something.
He's like, well, here's the thing. Like, I guess children.
I'm a bachelor.
Yeah,
I'm a
confirmed bachelor. And he's like, all that shit. And
I don't care all that other shit that you're talking about, the family stuff.
Doesn't matter.
Which makes Terry O'Quinn's ears go, whoop.
Yeah.
What?
And here's the thing. As a psychologist, you're going to want to relate to the person. Right. You're going to want him to open up. You're going to want him to say things. And by the fact that you're like, oh, fuck family.
You're poo-pooing family.
Yeah.
You're poo-pooing family
you're
values
not on
and the idea of family.
You're not on the same wavelength.
He's a shitty therapist.
He's a shitty therapist.
Because
he doesn't do a connection.
How do you feel about family? And
he's like, fucking family sucks.
Yeah,
fuck family.
Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. Fucking bachelors for life, motherfucker. And you're like, what? How the fuck?
You know those hats that you can wear when we have the beers on the side
of them? Exactly.
Like,
you might as well come in.
You might as well.
A tuxedo t-shirt and shit. He's like, oh, yeah.
Just fuck family.
Bros before bitches, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, He's a stupid therapist. And that's why I was like, this is Stephanie's hair. This is, you have a bad judgment of character.
Right.
She doesn't have a good judgment of character.
And when Terry O'Quinn's like, hey, what do you do?
He still plays it cool. Because again, he's Terry O'Quinn.
Yeah, he's like, what do you do for a living? He was like, with companies and their employees, I try to figure out
Personal
common ground.
matters or something like that.
Yeah, I try to make it, stress management is what he claims.
Said electrician.
Yeah, he should have
said.
Just
be like, I'm an electrician. That way we can move forward.
He should have said nothing. He should have said nothing.
I'm unemployed.
Yeah.
I've been backpacking for 9 months. Actually.
Holy shit. So the guy's like, I do stress management. I ask questions to give me answers. For example, how do you sleep at night? And he's like, I sleep. You know what? That reminds me.
So yeah, the therapist.
Terry
he asked Terry O'Quinn, how do you sleep at night?
How do you sleep all night? And Terry's like, I sleep like a baby. And he's like, that's funny because with your job, I would think there would be stress. And Terry Quinn looks at him like, what the fuck?
He goes, yeah, no, I manage my stress like every other adult does, either by drinking or building birdhouses.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's all just managed. Yeah, it's just stress.
And Terry O'Quinn keeps making these faces, looking at him, going like, huh?
What the fuck?
And we're just going, this therapist is... And this is her hero. This is her inside guy. This is who she sends in.
Yeah. He's trying to get information.
To get behind the scenes and fucking make
this psychologist is trying to get information from, and he's not doing a very good job.
Annoying. I'm like, just thinking about it. I'm getting upset.
And then he goes into the room. He's like, this Terry O'Quinn's like, look, this room is being...
This room. He knows by then, like, this is a fucking sham.
Yeah. Because to the point where he goes, hey, are you interested in the house or are you interested in me?
And we fucking paused it and shook hands and said, this dude is smarter than everybody else in this fucking movie. Yeah. That's why, if you notice, listeners, we didn't take the time to tell you all the names of everybody else because Terry O'Quinn is the best and only good character in this fucking...
He's the only one.
Everybody else is dumb.
Everyone else is dumb.
You're just like, dude, you're so disappointed by how they handle everything.
And these are educated people.
And he goes, are you interested in this house? Or are you interested in me? And I was like, oh. Who cares what he said? Something dumb again. He just all of a sudden he said something smart.
He apologized. He's like,
that's
my
right.
it's just a force of habit. My wife always reminds me, and that's when Terry O'Quinn is like, your wife.
That's right. He goes, my wife always gets on me about that, about like.
And he's like, your wife. I thought you were a confirmed bachelor. And he's like, I forget sometimes I'm divorced.
My wife's dead, but it's sometimes like she's still alive. He literally said that. Yeah. Like, that's not me just like that's
sometimes
what he said.
I forget that I'm divorced.
She's still alive, or she's still dead. Like, I still, something like that.
Yeah, and you're like...
Terry O'Quinn just goes, shit.
He knows. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill this guy.
And they're standing there, and the room is already lined with that pink... contracting paper that you put down so the contractors don't damage floors and shit like that when they're painting or doing the repairs or whatever. And he's like, yeah. Reaches over and grabs a fucking 2x4.
Oh, this is my
I think it was
part.
a 2x6.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He grabs a big piece of
Terry
wood.
O'Quinn beats the shit out of this fucking guy.
Oh,
and he does.
Just goes boom, boom.
He hits him like 3.
Head.
Yeah, and the first few 16 times, you're like, he's just hitting his arms and his legs because the guy is wearing a wool suit with, so not much damage is going to be done. This is 80s clothing we're talking about.
So when he hits him in the arms at first.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
I saw the wool actually come out of the coat and like push it back.
Yeah,
for a
it's
second.
like,
I was like, no, I'm wool.
Yeah, I'm wool. I got 13 layers of fucking suit on. You're not going to do any damage.
A lot of fibrous materials here. You're not getting through this.
And Terry O'Quinn looks at him. He's like, who sent you? How did you find me? All this stuff. And he's like, and the guy, the therapist, I just want to buy a house. And he's like, no, this house is for a family.
This house is for a family. He's like, you understand?
Yeah,
you
for
understand?
a family. And then, and
I'm rooting for him as he's killing this guy. At this point, I'm just going,
Yeah, and then he starts to beat him in the head with a 2x6 or whatever repeatedly. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, yeah, I get that. I get that. So after the murder of the therapist, we get back to the plot point where she has written the Seattle Examiner asking for the picture of the people that were murdered in the news article that she read. And, of course, Terry O'Quinn intercepts that, and he puts in a different picture for her. And when she opens up the picture...
It's funny because they look like headshots.
Yeah, it's just,
like headshots.
It's all black and white, Call me. Yeah. I can do Jamaican voices.
I can do romance. I can do horror.
Whatever you need. And the fact that she opens up the picture and she sees that it's not Terry O'Quinn, she's kind of disappointed. She's disappointed.
She's mad.
She's mad.
Wasn't her friend with her at that point? Again,
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take that back, audience. There is another person I like in this movie. It's her friend.
It's her friend.
I don't even know her name.
Because her friend's like, hold on, you're upset that it's not him?
Yeah, she goes.
Wouldn't you be relieved? And
like they're chilling in her room, and she pulls out the picture, like she's all excited, like ha ha ha.
We got this motherfucker.
We got him now.
Yeah.
And then she pulls out the picture, and it's
not him. And she's like, oh, bummer.
And her friend's like, yeah,
you're bummed out that your stepdad's not a serial killer.
Well, you know why she's bummed out.
She wants to be right.
Because it just shows how full of shit you are about everything.
Look.
Again, if we never saw the first 5 minutes of this, because other than that, you're basing shit on nothing.
On nothing.
So her friend's like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry for you.
Your fucking her friend's like, oh, I'm sorry he gave you a puppy. I'm sorry he got you back into school.
And piping your mom down.
Yeah, I'm sorry your mom's happy. Yeah. I'm very sorry about all that bullshit.
She's putting squeezes and gushers in your lunch. Like, she's happy.
Yeah. God damn. Get over yourself. Jesus Christ.
Selfish ass motherfucker.
Selfish.
So after that, we get Terry O'Quinn. It shows how he disposes of the body.
Right.
Of the therapist. And it's fucking cool because he takes some of that pink contracting paper that we had.
Rolls it up.
Drives this motherfucker to like a cliffside or something.
Right.
A body of water.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's a hill of body of water. And he rolls it up. He rolls the piece of paper up and puts it in the gas tank and then lights it on fire, obviously making like a Molotov cocktail. Then he pushes the car and then as the car is going down the hill, boom, it blows up.
Right.
So I think that's a nod to Psycho. Maybe. Maybe it is.
I don't know. I don't know what
it's still fun though. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Get rid of that idiot.
My favorite cold-hearted scene is when he goes to Stephanie. She's working on her bike in the garage. And he goes to her.
And I don't even know what she was doing. She wasn't adjusting the spokes. She was just
I don't know what she was doing. Like, there's not much to a bike, but
she was probably mad at the bike too. Like,
yeah.
Stupid bike.
But he goes to her and he's like, look, Steph, I got a call from the doctor's office.
Listen.
There was an accident. He didn't make it. Your doctor is dead.
And then she goes, what do you mean? What do you mean accident? And I can't wait till we get video for this podcast so you guys can see like the fucking face I'm making right now. He goes, I mean fucking accident, dude. Hey, hello, wake up. Is everybody stupid in this movie?
Yeah.
She's like, what do you mean?
He's dead.
He's like, I meant car accident. The thing I said in the first sentence that I said.
He's dead. He's no longer with us.
He's like, oh.
Yeah. And this is the first time we get a comforting, like, where Stephanie's actually like, oh, and she gets comforted by Terry O'Quinn. Because he's charming.
Her. He embraces her.
I'm sorry. He's like,
her.
you know what? Even with his death, he kind of brought us together.
He was a special man. I remember he said that.
He was a special man that brought us together.
And he brought us together.
And then, we're gonna move forward from this. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Better than the therapist.
Yeah, better than any kind of anything. Yeah. Holy shit. After all this, after everything Terry O'Quinn has done, from the fact that he has been trying to make it nice with her mom, with her, getting her back into the school, everything. I know that this is horrible, but I kind of want a redemption arc for Terry O'Quinn. I kind of want him to get his happy ending. I want him to be like, oh, yeah, you do.
We even,
because of all the work and effort that he's put in, it's kind of hard to be like, oh, as a family man, I'm looking at this and going, yeah, I get it.
And you know me, I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree. And I pause the movie, remember, and I go, this guy just wants a regular life as long as you don't disappoint him. I'm there with him. I get what he's trying to accomplish. It's kind of weird. And you go, hey, and you know,
I'm just going to say,
he's questing for it. It's like, look, dude, I just want a family. He doesn't, again, drink, gamble, cheat, none of that stuff.
None of that.
So you can't help but fucking side with him.
And
dude.
you're like, oh, man, I really hope you get what you want in the end. Which is not good. It's not good at all.
Right.
You know, but to be honest, you're like, oh, I kind of want this to work out.
Who else am I supposed to side with?
Yeah.
The bum that sleeps in his fucking car? The cop that tells somebody to go shoot somebody? The daughter that's an asshole?
The therapist?
The mom that just wants to get railed? Like, who am I supposed to side with here? I have no other choices.
Yeah. Everyone sucks except for Terry O'Quinn.
Everyone's... Exactly. Yeah. And so now... we're at the house where the original murder took place.
Right.
And it shows the bum, George broke Michael, the brother.
The Timu, Timu George Michael.
Hasn't changed his fucking clothes. I think this movie takes place over at least a week or two. Easy.
It's got to be.
Right? Mm-hmm. Like the course of these, like what we're talking about, it has to be well over a week.
And you want to be on his side because his sister was murdered.
Something out.
He's trying, but and then at the same time, you're like, what the fuck is this guy going to do?
Shows him at the house, and he goes down to the basement, finds a picture of the original family with Terry O'Quinn, right? Right?
His sister, yeah.
Yeah, and he looks in.
Oh.
And he just sets it down. Doesn't even take it with him, I don't think.
No.
And then he finds this magazine, and there's like a shit ton of pages ripped out of it. Like halfway through the magazine, there's like 15 pages ripped out of it. Something like that.
And he's like, oh, and this is the big clue.
There's pages ripped out of this magazine.
Yeah.
Aha! And I was like, hey, I paused it again. And I go, because I'm not the brightest bulb on the tree. And I was like, who was that? And I felt comforting. I felt comforted when you go, I don't know either. And I was like, yes, I'm not that dumb. Because I was like, what the fuck was that reveal?
People rip pages out of magazines
all the time.
All the time. For whatever reasons. It could have been a recipe.
Looks like a landscaping company.
Yeah. Oh, this is a Chex Mix recipe I want.
Pizza joint.
It's like,
what was that reveal? You go, I don't know.
It means nothing to me. Circumstantial.
And even when the reveal happens later, it's still, again, you guys have no proof, and we'll tell you when we get to that part.
It's circumstantial.
Yeah.
None of this would hold up in court.
Go, that's nothing.
Nothing.
It ends up being, I'll just say it now. It ends up being later on in the show that it was like, what's a nice, peaceful place to like reset your life or something like that.
Right. And it was like the 10 best towns.
The 10 best towns.
In America,
to reset my life after murdering my family.
Right.
Sure. And even that, you're just like, that's still not proof of anything. Once again.
Yeah. Holy shit, dude.
And you fucking go into this house, and this is what you come up with. He's like, hey, imagine you're counting on him. He's like, what do you got? What do you got? I found a murder weapon, fingerprints. No, I got these 15 pages.
Not even that. Because there's a magazine. So there's 3 pages. So what do you got? Well,
I got these 15 pages.
After I showered in the AM PM sink with hand soap, I found this magazine that had some pages ripped out. And I think I'm onto something. You're not on nothing, motherfucker.
Let's go get this guy.
Yeah. Let the police handle this.
Yeah, that's
holy shit.
Nobody ever calls the police.
God damn it.
Oh, God. I hope the TV do
that. So after Terry O'Quinn embraces his stepdaughter and they get a newfound life on the death of the therapist, right? They actually end up becoming good and great.
It's the only time in the movie where finally she starts being nice to him. She's like,
right.
Oh, it like almost it made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, oh, I'm so used to you being an asshole now.
Right.
Yeah.
He's making the birdhouse. He puts the birdhouse up, and she's like, you know what? Can I help you? Hey, just so you know, I'm sorry. And he's like, you know what? We both owe each other an apology. Let's bury the hatchet.
Again, better than her therapist. As far as like mentally, like how it goes, like yeah.
And
goes,
you're
cool.
thinking,
I'm glad we like found common ground.
I'm glad. Yeah,
we found common ground.
This is good.
Working through this,
and we're moving forward.
And he's putting up a birdhouse on a big ass post. It's like a 20-foot post or something. It's high up there.
Yeah,
it's a high birdhouse that he's building, and she helps him with it.
It's a great, wonderful moment because you realize, like, oh, they're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. And then the mom goes, oh well, you know, she's kind of interested in boys, and he goes, yeah, hopefully not too much.
Right. Don't grow up too quick.
Not too much. Don't grow up too quick. And then they...
Which is a normal
thing for any dad to say. Yeah.
It is. Mm-hmm. It really is. So we move forward, and Stephanie's living her life, and she gets to the point where she's with this guy who has been introduced throughout the movie, and she has a crush on him. Right? And he comes up to her and he's like, hey, you want to take a ride on my moped? Which is not the coolest thing, but whatever. She's like, only if you let me drive.
I don't want to speak on the behalf of women, but if a moped gets you going, honey, like, I guess.
I guess, whatever. This is, yeah.
I drive a Kia Soul. So is that... Oh, if the moped turned into a car, it would be the Kia Soul.
It would be a Kia Soul, yeah.
So here I am. Yeah. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But she's like, only if I can drive. He's like, let me take you home. And she's like, only if I can drive. And you're thinking, you don't even need a license for this. You could drive on the sidewalk with this fucking thing. And she does. And he's in the back of her, and he's holding her, and she's like, oh, I'm driving home.
And here's a part where we happen to have Erica in the room. Because sometimes my wife will come in the room. Sometimes we're writing and doing everything. And she sat down. She was watching this part, and I go, look at that. She goes, no. Like, she's, like, grinding into his dick, like, sitting in front of him. And I was like, oh. Woman's perspective.
It doesn't even matter to me if you're driving a moped and I'm holding the back of a woman. Like, all manhood is lost. It doesn't matter to me. Like, no, I don't. I lost all my manhood. It might as well be.
You would have had a better chance taking me on a skateboard.
Two girls,
two of us on a skateboard.
The sisterhood of the traveling pants. It doesn't matter. We're not. This isn't happening.
Mm-hmm. But it works for her.
But it works for her.
But it works for her.
And she drives the stupid moped with the guy. She ends up at the house. It's an awkward scene. However, he nails the kiss.
Right, because the kiss, it starts off awkward.
It does.
It starts off very awkward, which I kind of like. I like how the director did that. Like,
see you at school.
But then it becomes like and not over the top, like creepy kiss. It was like, like a teenage kiss.
Like a teenage kiss. Wow,
this is what a kiss is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Whoa.
When you're,
I might think about sex now later.
Right.
It was that kind of kiss. Like an innocent kind of, you know, breaking the seal on getting in and having sex and shit.
He nailed the kiss. Which is crazy because you're on a moped. But you nailed the kiss. Everything's great. You're nailing the kiss. And then Terry O'Quinn opens the door.
No Ring camera. This is pre-Ring camera era.
He opens the door. And he's like, she's 16 years old. You can go to jail. And he's like, whoa.
He goes, so am I.
I'm 16
years old too. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Finally.
You're raping my daughter.
There is an innocent place in Hollywood. Because I go, oh boy. When I saw that, I was like, he goes, no, dude. He goes, I'm fucking 16.
I'm 16.
Yeah.
What do you, yeah.
And then the wife comes down, mom comes down, And she's like, don't scare him away, because he tells him get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And she goes, hey, I like you though a lot, and I want to hang out with you more.
Yeah.
Before he leaves on his moped.
Right. And Stephanie's like, hey, just get out of here, just go, just leave.
And now Terry, he's off the rails, because now I'm starting to disagree with him, because he looks at the wife and goes, he was practically undressing her right here on this porch. And I was like, no,
he didn't say undressing her. Raping her.
Rape? He says rape.
Full on rape.
He drops a hard R on that.
Yeah. Just a hard R. Like you were 16 before, you never had a kiss.
He was like, I just saw Bill Cosby drive by.
Yeah. Yeah. He roofied her drink. She doesn't have a drink. What are you talking about?
Mom, as always, is just going.
Yeah. Yeah. And the mom is like, look, I know this boy Paul more than I know you. And he's like, what does that mean? It means you need to fucking chill out.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
So now he's coming to unravel a little bit.
But here's And here's the thing. Being a father, I understand where he's coming from. But yeah, life is going to happen. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just means that your 16-year-old daughter is kissing another 16-year-old son, and you know how 16-year-old boys are. That's all it means.
Well,
it's not anything to be like red flag.
Would you be, if think about this, because I'm not a parent, but would you rather have your daughter, your 16-year-old daughter, which is Jade, was going to take over this podcast one day. Would you rather have her show with a guy on a moped or in like a Dodge Challenger?
Oh, here's the thing.
That's the thing, Dan.
Jade's not going to let me know because she's too smart. She's going to, yeah.
She's, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, that's an onion. I fucking just opened an onion. Okay.
Yeah, she's way too smart. She's going to be like, no. Her friends are going to drop her off at the end of the street. She's going to walk home. Like, all
No,
that.
she'll make him drive a moped
Yeah.
to throw you off.
She'll make him,
She'll go, make sure you drop me off on a moped.
He's part of the fucking chess club, Dad. All that shit. And he's not.
He's all into horror movies and tattoos.
He's already done criminal activities.
So now we see Mom. I guess she's suspect or she's suspicious. So I'm gonna call the real estate company that Terry O'Quinn Jerry works for.
I don't even know if there's suspicion to it, but she does call the real estate company
that he works for.
Yeah,
in 1987.
Yeah,
because that's the only way you keep track of people nowadays.
Right, and the real estate company says, hey, look, he doesn't work for us anymore. Because Jerry, after that kiss, has decided this is not going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to move on. I'm
doing the thing that I did before you saw the beginning of this movie. Like I'm gonna
quit my job. I'm gonna get a new job, and I'm gonna move on to the next
because they disappointed me.
Because they disappointed me.
And she calls and he hasn't worked here. So he gets home and she goes, hey, so I called your job. And she's like, don't lie to me.
Right.
Which she's like, don't lie. He goes, I'm not. What are you? But how does he play it off all cold?
Here's the thing. I called your job and he's all,
right. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't get a message.
Goes,
that's
what?
weird. I didn't get a message.
She goes, I called your job, and they said you wouldn't work there anymore. So what's up with that? Most people would have been like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
He goes, what? He goes, oh, God damn it. He goes, that fucking girl that works in there is so
the new receptionist.
Right.
I never fired anybody before. Or
he goes, fuck that. And he even goes as far as to he starts calling, and then she starts going, no.
Don't do it. Don't call.
No. She's like, never mind. She goes, I'm sorry. He goes, all right. And me and you were like, oh dude, shit. He plays it off so fucking smooth.
But he's like, how hard is it for Hodgkins? Because that's what he says. He says his name, Hodgkins.
How hard is it for Hodgkins? And she goes,
what?
And he goes, oh, wait a minute.
Who am I here? And this is what makes it crazy because he stops.
And you go, oh, that's right. We're rooting for this guy. However, he is a psychotic serial killer. We're rooting for it.
Wait, who am I here? And she's all, Jerry, motherfucker. You're Jerry. He's all, oh, thanks, babe.
That's right.
And he beats her with the fucking 80s phone.
Grabs the 80s phone. And just goes boom and fucking hits her right in her face. And then like blood obviously is coming out. And then he fucking pushes her down the basement steps.
Right. And not to say I don't want to go back or anything, but just to say this, that 80s phone still works. It still works.
Oh,
yeah.
That phone still works.
Yeah, that phone still works. Like, they made stuff to last back then. Okay. I rented a car to get down here, and I don't even know how to put it in reverse.
It's all, this phone can withstand 3 skull hits. You know, that's what I'm looking for. Like, if you're him, if you're in the market for a phone and you're him, you would, like, want to buy that
you're like, oh, great.
It can withstand 3 skull hits.
And which is funny, because it's like, who am I? Jerry Blake, oh, thanks, honey. And then he beats her with the phone, and that phone still works. Yeah, to this day. I can't even put 5 T-shirts in my brand new Samsung washer without it being unbalanced.
Without getting damaged.
Yeah, but this this fucking phone, after he beat her, it still works.
Yeah, right over there. Pushes her down in the basement.
He does. He pushes her down in the basement. So the mom ends up in the basement. Terry O'Quinn's going crazy. He's going through all his knives and everything. And he's like, I'm going to murder this family because of all the effort I put through and nothing's coming through. And so he's going through the knives and he gets a big kitchen knife.
Michael Myers style.
Yeah, he calls the dog over, the puppy that he's like, oh,
he looks
you
like
think,
Toto
oh my God,
shit.
He's going to kill this puppy. He doesn't. Stephanie comes home from school and she's like, oh, and the puppy goes and
runs to him. And before, it looked like he was about to kill the dog. And I'm glad they didn't kill the dog.
Yeah, I'm glad, because that's what automatically would have been like, oh, Terry Quinn.
I wouldn't expect that from a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Terry Quinn, I'm sorry, dude. I'm no longer on your side because you killed the dog. You can kill all the women and children you want. Don't just kill the dog.
Just don't fucking kill that dog.
That's just,
he's so cute. And then it shows bum broke fucking George Michael racing around town.
So bum George Michael basically gets he goes to a records place and he's like, I need to know who's been married in last year, newlyweds, I need a picture, blah blah blah. They say no. He charms a girl. He gets he gets the information and he's going door to door and he realizes like, oh, he does end up going to the right door.
Goes to the right house.
But he doesn't show a picture or anything. He's like, oh.
Not at that house.
Not at that side. Shows a picture to the other houses.
Which is like.
And when he finally puts 2 and 2 together and goes, oh, this is my man. This is where he's at. I need to go get him. So he's racing back to like, oh, I'm going to go kill this guy, blah, blah, blah.
Literally a part where he jumps over like a railroad track. Like the car gets airborne like Dukes of Hazzard style.
Right. And this is after Terry Quinn has already put the wife in and then the 16-year-old is going, she takes a shower. He's going to kill her. All that stuff is happening. However, when he goes to go kill Stephanie, she actually plays him for a little bit because he goes into the bathroom. She's not in the bathroom. He holds her like, she's like, oh, he tries to stab her. He doesn't stab her, whatever. However, then the bum comes. The bum brother.
The bum brother.
He's
bum brother.
Yeah.
Bum brother.
He ends up getting in the house. It doesn't matter how.
With that gun that he took to the range to practice with.
This is who he is. The Revenge, our protagonist, only to be killed 2 seconds after meeting Terry O'Quinn. He stabs him in the stomach twice, only to pull. And then
like Freddy Krueger Freddy Krueger style in the stomach, like, tell him Freddy sent you. Yeah. Like, up close, just,
right.
In the gut.
And then the bum brother...
Hey, what's the last move he does?
He pulls out the gun, not even holding it in any kind of, like... he just... he has the handle.
He's literally... It looks like he's handing it to him.
It's kind of like he's saying, hey, I bought this gun. I didn't get to use it. Can you use it? Can someone use this gun? He drops it and he dies. That's basically his whole plot point.
That's it. That was his purpose of
that was his purpose.
Just to bring the gun.
To
the knife fight.
And
which
he lost.
You should usually win.
Which he lost.
But that just feeds the narrative of this story.
He figured out who everything is, and instead of calling the cops and like, hey, professionals, get over here.
Nope.
I figured out.
He goes in there. Stephanie's upstairs taking a shower. Like you said earlier, she tricks him like, hey, I'm not in the shower now. And then the mom...
The mom's already in the basement.
She's still in the basement, but she comes back to play later.
Right. Because there's a scene where Terry O'Quinn, after he killed the bum...
he shanks this motherfucker. Yeah. And we're like, I was happy.
And he doesn't even do anything with the gun. Because he's like, he doesn't even do anything with the gun because he's like, I don't know how this guy loaded the gun. It could have been wrong. Like, it's
Leaves the gun on the floor.
Goes after Stephanie, follows her through the basement.
She throws him for a ruse, like somehow, right.
She goes locks herself in the bathroom,
and we get like a little psycho nod.
Yeah,
a little psycho nod. He breaks through the window,
door, boom, boom, breaking the mirror on the inside of the bathroom, and she's like, you know what? I can't escape. I'm gonna go ahead and stab him when he gets in.
So when he's hitting the door. There's a mirror on the door, and it shatters. The mirror on the door shatters, and then which creates a big old shard.
Right.
Nice, which you like in a horror movie.
I do.
I like a big
I love
shard.
A big glass shard.
When I'm watching a horror
with jagged edges.
Give me that shard.
Yeah.
Right? Give me that shard.
She gets a fucking washcloth.
Especially from Terry O'Quinn. Give me that shard.
Yeah, she wraps it up, the shard.
And she grabs a piece of the shard of the mirror and wraps it up, and then he's like, and he breaks in, and she shoves it into, which I was disappointed in.
Here's the thing.
Into his arm. So not like the torso or somewhere where there's like some organs that he would bleed out. She just goes, which is good. Like she's doing something.
Right.
And she stabs him in his arm, which buys her a shit ton of time.
Which she can run into the attic, which I don't know why she did.
Like Chevy Chase, like Christmas Vacation 2 style.
She runs into the attic. Terry O'Quinn's following her, like, "Hey, baby girl, don't worry. This is all just
He's doing the Uncle Frank talk from Hellraiser.
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
She gets in the attic. He lifts his head in the attic. She almost takes off his head with the sled, which I thought was fucking hot.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was great.
As soon as he lifts his head up, she like shoves a fucking sleigh, a little mini sleigh, like when you put a kid on, like and he's like, whoa, and he has to duck down.
He has to duck down. I was like, oh shit!
I was like, oh, this bitch means business.
Yeah,
dude.
She means business. He's like, oh, come here. It is all a big misunderstanding. But he finally gets up there. He goes to fucking stab her
and does not walk on the ceiling joist.
Right.
Which I do for a living.
Wait, hold on. She's running away from him, and she goes onto the ceiling joints. She's a 16-year-old girl, and she knows I need to step on these ceiling joints. He does it. As a grown man who sells houses.
He sells houses.
Yeah.
You should know about your product.
Yeah. He doesn't step on it, and he falls through.
Dude, he's literally... Here's what's funny, dude. Listeners, and when you watch, please pay attention. It's almost like he's dodging the ceiling joist.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, the ceiling joist is the piece of wood, if you're in an attic, that you should step on so you don't go through the drywall.
Right.
And go through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Chevy Chase, Christmas
because it can't handle that much weight.
Mm-hmm. It's drywall.
Yeah.
He's literally missing the ceiling joist as he's chasing her through the attic.
Falls through.
Back into the bathroom. She escapes. She's like, oh, okay, this fucker's an idiot. She's going down. And then she sees her mom, who has a gun. The gun that the bum brought. The gun that George Michael brought.
George Michael bought it, yeah. Because someone used this gun because I bought it. I brought a gun to a fucking knife fight and lost. The mom finds the gun. She shoots Terry Quinn in the back and in the butt. Right?
Well, he gets shot twice because Stephanie's at the top of the stairs.
And he's
like, oh, I'm gonna come kill you. And he gets shot in like the back and in like the leg or something.
Yeah.
Like he gets shot twice, which me and you go,
that's it. I'm done
after that. And this fool's still climbing up steps on like you're crawling up steps.
I had a cramp one time. That was so bad. That took me out for 20 minutes. I was drinking water and carrot juice.
I was like, oh.
I'm like, oh, don't touch me.
I haven't eaten fruit in a little bit. I need some nutrients.
Yeah.
This dude gets shot, and I think it looked like a 45 or something. Like this was it was a revolver.
It was a revolver.
Which I think
only
hurts.
for him.
I think that hurts.
To climb up the
stairs.
To get
shot with a gun, regardless of what it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
You guys can Google, search it. I think it hurts to get shot with a gun.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
In the back of a leg.
In the back of a leg.
You let me know.
I think it hurts. He's crawling up, and then she has a knife. Or he has a knife. No, he has a knife.
Stephanie grabs the knife that he has, and she stabs him in the chest.
That's where the kill comes.
That's where the kill comes.
He gets stabbed in the chest right by the heart. It looks like it's a heart shot.
Right.
And then he falls backward down the steps, and they hug each other.
Yeah. He looks
like the mom and Stephanie hug each other.
And in the end scene, she's cutting down the birdhouse that he made.
Which I don't like.
Because
I'm an animal guy.
The birds didn't do anything wrong.
I'm an animal guy.
The birds are just trying to live their life.
We've already established it. That fucking birdhouse has been there for at least a fucking week or two. Birds are going to fucking make... Bitch. And then, so the last scene is sure just going with a sawzall.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know they had in the late 80s. That's cool.
Yeah.
I have like the fun fact. Right? she's using a saw. Because she's not using like a handsaw. Like, you know, a manual tool.
Yeah.
She's using a motorized tool.
To cut it down.
And she just cuts down the birdhouse.
Fuck these birds.
And the last thing we see is the because it's like 20 feet high. It's up there.
It's pretty tall.
And it falls, crash, and then they walk in the house, and that's the end of the movie. And I look over you and I go, "What are all those fucking birds, dude?" I care about them more than the characters in this movie.
You would think. She's just anti-family.
She's anti-family.
Yeah.
Yep, because she's complaining about, no, he wants me to no cavities. He doesn't want me to have any cavities.
Wrong? Yeah, what's wrong with the oral hygiene? Like, yeah.
Leave it to Beaver Dad.
Yeah. And of course, there was several sequels after this. However, with this movie, it ends. This is how it ends. And that's it.
So I guess he's not dead because he comes back in part 2.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we'll probably ever cover.
Right.
We got so much movies out there to cover. But
yeah, I don't know if we'll ever cover that.
Unless you guys start giving us money, then we'll cover whatever you want. I'll do whatever you say. So I think that's that.
That's it. That's how they end the movie.
That's how the movie ends.
Yep. Stepfather, Terry Quinn.
Shot twice and then stabbed in the chest.
Yeah. And that's it. And that's how the movie ends.
Well, I personally... we always talk about, would you own anything, any media, like would you buy the shirt or
Good luck.
And I tried to buy the 4D they call it or some shit, like the Blu-ray. It was like $20.
Right.
It's like back ordered till like a month from now, and I was like, fuck.
I know.
I was like, God damn. So there's something about this movie where it's like it has Amazon on back order. And maybe after our very successful podcast, we're going to push it even more, right?
Well, here's the thing. I watched it on YouTube for free because they had it free. I was like, I'm going to watch it on free. Not to say anything about bad or good about this, because this was a really great movie.
Yeah, it's good.
It's worth a watch. But it's not a horror slasher movie.
It's my favorite Lifetime horror movie.
Yeah, it's like
my favorite
if
Lifetime horror movie.
Hallmark made a horror movie,
this is it.
If this was a greeting card of horror movies, this would be it. Yeah, it's The Stepfather.
Yeah.
Well, that is going to be it for us, and I appreciate you guys' time. However, just know that you are not above anybody until you're 6 feet under. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.